Hi, you're welcome to the channel. It's me, it's Jeffrey again, and I want to talk about an issue that seems to be raging around, but I don't think anyone has attempted to address it. So that's why I want to address it. And it's a very simple question: what should influence a person's choice of a smartphone, and should we let people, make choices that they are not qualified to make, or give advice that they're not qualified to give when it comes to purchasing a new smartphone? So let's get right into it. Now, on social media, you'd see questions around, and if you join a lot of phone groups like I have, you start seeing plenty of questions. Almost every day you could see at least 2 or 3. Somebody's always asking, I have so and so amount, I need to buy so and so phone, or there's this particular type of stuff I'm looking for, would this brand give it to me, or would that brand give it to me? And usually under the comments, it's a fight. It's a serious fight. It's a brand war. Like, everybody brings out their online nuclear missiles, and they start lobbing missiles at each other. If it's not Android versus iOS, it's Samsung versus Xiaomi, or Realme versus Xiaomi, or it's just crazy. In this part of our world, it's Techno, Infinix, Itel against others, and it's a messed up scenario. And at the end of the day, you usually see a set of persons who come out and say, this fight is, let's end this fight right now. Let the person buy what they want to buy. Let them make their own choice. And it could be one way to solve the problem, but it doesn't really answer the question. I mean, for somebody to bring that question out into social media, it means that it has been bothering them. They do not have an answer for it. I mean, yes, granted, there are trolls who fall into the fire just to start up all these arguments and stuff. Some group owners do that too. They're trying to get traffic on their group, or trying to get people in the group bubbling, and then they throw in controversial questions. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who actually are looking to buy smartphones, and they genuinely do not know what to purchase, how to get the best value for their money, and they throw these questions out there, and then somebody is telling them, yeah, well, go and make your choice. It seems unfair, really, because I'll give an example about myself. A few years back, I wanted to buy a phone, right? Now, I wasn't really that much of a smartphone geek. I knew very little, if next to nothing at all. So when I didn't really give it much thought. When I walked into the shop I went to buy the phone, subliminally in my head, it was the phone I saw everywhere, advert posters. That was the phone that came to my head when I walked into the shop. And like, what do you want? I said, well, that phone that they've been advertising all this while. Oh, so and so phone. I don't want to mention the names of any brand here. And they're like, yeah. And they gave me the phone. I paid for it in full. I took the phone. I went home. I was happy with my purchase. I had made my choice, right? It wasn't really an informed choice. It was swayed by adverts, but I had made my choice, and I was happy with the choice that I had made. Now, moving on, PUBG came out 2018, and my old friends that we all used to play Nova Legacy way back, they'd be like, there's a new first-person shooter around, or third-person shooter around. We want you to come in, get in on the action. And I did. I went to Play Store. My phone was supported. I was happy. Actually, I expected my phone to support it anyway. I downloaded the game and I logged in. Now, on the PUBG home screen, you would see the avatar, or the character that you are playing with. You can customize the player anyhow you want, and play the game. I couldn't find my avatar. All I could find there was a set of underwear, because I think that's how you start. Your character starts with an underwear when you start playing the game, and then as you move on, you progress, you start buying clothes. All I could see was underwear. I was like, what the hell? Why am I only seeing underwear? I got on the phone and I chatted my dude. Like, dude, I downloaded the game you asked me to download, but all I'm seeing is underwear. What's this? And he was like, underwear? What processor is on your phone? And I'm like, processor what? They were like, dude, what processor do you have on your phone? I'm like, I don't even know. And they're like, you're probably using a potato. And I'm like, which one is potato again? I'm telling you that my phone cannot display game. You're telling me processor, now you're telling me potato. I was confused. It was like, bro, get on Google your phone's name, and you find the processor underneath. And I checked and I saw MediaTek 6737. I had no idea what that was. What was MediaTek 6737? What it meant? And no, I went to read back to him. I was like, dude, this is what I found out. And he was like, damn it, bro, you got a shit MediaTek phone. And I'm like, no, I bought it. I bought it quite expensive. It was, you know, almost 50k as at then. I was like, dude, you bought a potato. I think later he sent me an app that, you know, helped me mitigate GPU performance and all that, and I was finally able to play the game on my phone with a lot of lag. And you know, I had to like switch off the phone before, you know, I could clear the RAM and then load the game. And if I played the game for too long, probably an hour plus, the phone is going to shut down on me and then restart itself. And I was very pissed with my purchase. I was mad with myself for having, you know, shelled out that amount and bought that phone. It didn't even help that, you know, going to Google and, you know, reading that stuff, I got, my interest was piqued. I started reading other stuff too. And then I found out that, you know, I bought the phone with one of the lowest processors in terms of performance, both CPU and GPU ever made. And it made me want to pull my hair out. So the next time I was buying my phone, I knew enough about processors, how they were ranked, you know, the ones that were built for gaming, the ones that the GPUs were, you know, optimized and all that. So I knew my choice. I knew what I wanted to buy. So the next time, you know, I was updating my phone, I had enough money to do so. I knew what I wanted to buy. I bought it and I was very happy with my choice. Lots of people do not know this. So asking somebody now to tell them that, make your choice now, that's for somebody who actually, you know, somebody who actually wants to, who's willing to know this stuff, who wants to learn. Because there are many people out there who have already made a choice in their minds, and they're just looking for somebody to validate it for them, that between choice A and choice B, which one am I getting? And in their heart they want choice A. So even if you tell them choice B, they disregard your advice and then they'll go with somebody who tells them choice A, because that's what they want. You know, we're not talking about those people. We're talking about, you know, how many people actually even know enough to make an informed choice about smartphones. And that's where the whole thing, you know, just gets messed up, and it's, you know, actually kind of silly. Personally, I know what I want to buy, and even now as I'm sitting next to you, I already have, you know, the specs of my next phone written out. I only hope that my account balance is going to be able to meet up with such specs, because, you know, the specs are here, my account balance is here. You know, they've got to meet somewhere, definitely. But I'm actually happy with the one I'm using right now, which is with I'm recording this video with right now. So is it really about choice? Because it's what everybody keeps saying now, choice this, choice that. I don't know, I'm going to like leave it open in the comments. Let me hear what you have to say. I would make a follow-up video about this, but I really want to know what people have to say about this issue of, you know, like, is their choice now. Let everybody buy in Nigerian parlance, make everybody buy what they want buy. And it's, I think, for people who are actually, you know, who come out looking for solutions to this smartphone problem, I don't really think it's going to be easy on them to just like abandon them. Because personally, I wish somebody had, you know, like probably advised me when I was buying the phone that I bought, that brought me so much, you know, agony, so to speak. Because I bought a lot of phones. I mean, over there you can see there's lots of cartons there on my right. So I bought phones, a lot of which were, you know, not very informed choices to make. Others were better choices, and that's why I'm putting this out here. Like, what should influence a person's choice of phones? Because most people, they only have, you know, advertisements to fall back on. Are you going to actually rely on advertisements? Most advertising is false advertising, to be fair. That's as an aside. What do you want to rely on? People's what's it called now? People's opinions and stuff. Because right now, if you ask an iPhone person, he'll probably prefer you to an iPhone. If you ask an Android person, he's obviously going to like tell you Android is better. So it's also silly. It's why personally for me, I would tell people to like do their research. To do their research so that they can be like, empowered by themselves to make these choices when it comes to smartphones. Because I have a friend, a very close friend, whom, she said that she had a certain budget and I recommended the phone and she was like, no, this is the type of phone I want. I want a phone that can do videos like yours. And I'm like, but your budget is, she was like, yeah, I think I realized it's going to be my budget. Like the person actually knew what they wanted. They weren't really big on gaming and stuff, but they wanted a phone that can take decent videos, at least 4K. And so went over the specifics, what type of processor, this and that and this and that, and boom, she got her choice. She was happy with it. Do you know what you actually do? People actually know what they want when they step out to buy phones. So it's a very, very it's a topic that there are different colorations to it, and I'd like to stop this video here before it really gets too long. But I'd like to know in the comments, should we let those people who are actually a bit knowledgeable about smartphones, should you let the uninformed or those who are less informed, like should we leave them to go their own way to buy stuff out of possibly ignorance, or should we go out of our way and tell them what to do, or should we just throw in our 2 cents in there, let them choose, let them not choose, and then walk away? Personally, I think I'd like the last option, but whatever it is, I'd like to hear what your take is going to be on that. We'll always release videos once a week. I want to try and make it twice a week, but on a regular it's going to be every Saturday, once a week. But if there's a bonus video, it's going to come midweek. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and hit notification down there. My name is Jeffrey once more. See ya.